Hello.
All right, we'll start off with Coach Ewing real quick. We'll open it up. Ava, do you want to start?
Sure. Coach Ewing, Mac, obviously in his first Big East game, I saw you talking to him before you sent him to the bench at the end there. What were you telling him?
Private.
How proud
It's
are you of
private.
him today?
I thought he did a great job. He made some mistakes. He's been out for, a week and a half. Don't have the win, but he made some mistakes. But I thought that he does what he does best. He put it on the floor. He got to the hole, made a big three to send it into overtime. He played great. All three freshmen did a great job. Got mad at James in regulation, but he made up for it in overtime, both overtimes. 20 points, 9 assists. Jamarco did an outstanding job. Outstanding job. He didn't score a lot. He got 4 blocks, 6, and they only have him for 5 rebounds. I thought he had way more than that. But the rebounds that he got and his defensive effort was one of the reasons why we were able to come away with the victory. The second unit that came in the first half, they did an outstanding job of getting us back in the game. They were up, I think, 11, and those guys came in. They scrapped, they clawed. Was able to cut it to 1, then at halftime it was 2. But I thought they did an outstanding job of getting us back in the game.
You mentioned you were mad at Kinjo at the end. Are you talking about the 3 that he took?
Right.
At the
He
end?
called my playoff and took the shot. But no, he did a great job. Freshmen are gonna be freshmen, and they're growing up.
How difficult is it to prepare for their tight flex in terms of being physical and they getting shots?
I don't think it's that difficult. We did they hurt us with it last year. We knew that they were gonna come back to it. We just have to talk. We have to talk. We have to, we have I'm not gonna tell you how we're defending it. We gave them a great plan, a great game plan of how to defend it. We did it okay in some instances we didn't. Providence, they're a good team. They're well coached. They have talent on that ball club. Their talent is to get the ball in the paint. They did a great job of that. They were able to knock down some big shots, and they did a great job rebounding the basketball. They had 17. They had 15 offensive rebounds. I mean, that's great.
Patrick, are you assuming that they were going to foul in regulation?
I wasn't thinking about what if they foul, they foul. But if not, we needed to get a good shot up, and we were able to knock it in.
How important is this type of game, this type of situation for James and Mac's development moving forward?
I think all the games are great for their development. The games early was to get them ready for this point, and from now on in, it's all going to be a dogfight. In the Big East, is parity. On any given night, any other team can beat the other. We went to Xavier. We went up 17 points. They came back and was able to beat us. At any given night, they're all going to be dogfights.
You mentioned that reserve crew that got you back into the game's first half. What did you tell them before when you sent them into the game, guys who hadn't been getting minutes like that but were relied on? What do you tell them? How do you prepare them?
Well, I gave them the speech before the game, and they had an opportunity. They had to get stops. They had to play with energy, effort on both ends of the court, and that's what they did.
Providence had won the last 8 they played against you guys. Finally, this one, you guys broke through and won this one. What was the feeling like, obviously, with losing close games and finally getting over the hump with Providence?
Well, I can't worry about what happened in the past. I know this was a great win to get. It was a tough ball game, and we had to go into double overtime to be able to come away with it. And I'm proud of the guys. We had 2 good days of practice, and it showed today.
Were you trying to limit Mac's minutes in the?
I was just basing on what I saw out of him. If he was tired, I took him out. If he was limping, I took him. If not running back on defense, that means he's tired, so I'm taking him out.
Without giving away all your secrets, what is the key to drawing up a game-tying 3-point play?
We ran that play, I think, a few times in the past. That's the first time it worked.
Patrick, how important was the defense that you guys had today, especially late in the second half, especially with Marquette coming up? It
was great. I thought we played a much better defensive half in the second half than we did in the first half. We limited everything that they do and do well. I thought, like I said, Jamarco used his length to bother Diallo, and I think that was a key. He leads them in every category.
Could Pickett be someone that you use moving forward on high scoring players, high volume shooters?
But we've been doing that all this year. I mean, he showed he's grown from last year. Last year, with no way in heck I would have thought about putting him on a their primary scorer, and he's done an outstanding job this year of stepping up and taking the challenge.
Do you think Jamarco's figured it out? How do you think, what does he need to do to continue this kind of performance moving forward?
Keep on doing what he's doing. Knock down his shots when he has his shots, drive when he has his drive, rebound the basketball. First half he had no rebounds. Second half he had 5. So he has to continue to rebound, block shots. He's a hell of a shot blocker, but he doesn't use it. So he has to continue doing all those things.
Watson hurt you early first half. He was almost unstoppable. Then you guys clamped down on him for the rest of the game. What'd you tell you guys?
Just energy and effort. You got to be able to guard who you're playing. And if you get beat, you have to have believe that your teammate's going to step up and take charges. All right?
Thank you.
What about Jesse?
Well, Jesse was Jesse. I can't forget him. First half, he started out slow. But he picked it up from there on in. We got him a little breather. He was able to come out and 33 points and 14 rebounds with 4 blocks is a great night. And what I'm not that much impressed with the points. What I'm impressed with is the 14 rebounds and the 4 blocks. And he got some great rebounds at crunch time, when winning time, when it was time to win the game.
Thanks, Patrick.
You're welcome.